Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a home upgrade that's really changing the game. We're talking about the accessible shower, and we're going to completely reframe the picture you probably have in your head right now. Seriously, take a second. When I say Ada shower, what's the first thing that pops into your mind? For a lot of us, it's probably not something you'd pin to your dream home Pinterest board. Yeah, that's usually it, right? The common idea, and this comes straight from our source material, is that it has to be something cold and clinical, almost like a hospital. There's this belief that to get safety, you have to give up on style. Well, I'm here to tell you that that stereotype is completely out of date. The world of accessible design has had a major glow up. So let's check out what's really happening. So if the goal of a modern accessible shower remodel isn't to create a sterile medical space, then what is the point? This is it. The whole philosophy has shifted. It's about merging two worlds that used to be separate: sophisticated, high-end design and those essential safety features. You shouldn't have to compromise. The goal is a shower that is both totally safe and absolutely beautiful. Okay, so we know the goal is luxury, but let's get into the nitty-gritty. What features actually make a shower officially ADA compliant? What does that term even mean? So the definition sounds a little technical, I know, but what those standards are really all about is just creating a shower that's safer, more comfortable, and way easier to use for literally everyone, no matter their age or mobility. So what are these key requirements? Well, you've got things like a no threshold or curbless entry, so there's nothing to trip over. You've got minimum size requirements, walls that are reinforced so they can support grab bars, and things like a handheld shower head. But here's the most important part. Look at what these rules don't say. They don't say a single thing about style, tile, or fixtures. They define the function, but the form, that's all you. And this is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. You can now get grab bars that are so well designed, they just look like a stylish towel bar or a sleek shelf for your shampoo. It's brilliant, multifunctional design that doesn't scream, this is an accessibility feature. All right, so let's say you're considering this kind of project. The source material basically lays out two main paths you can go down. Your choice is probably going to boil down to what you prioritize more: getting it done fast with low maintenance or having complete design freedom. And here's the main difference. On one side, you have solid surface systems. These go in incredibly fast, and since there are no grout lines, they are a breeze to keep clean. On the other hand, you have custom tile. And with tile, the sky's the limit. You get total control over the final look, the colors, the textures, everything. Now let's look at the practical side of that decision. You can see a pretty clear difference in both the cost and, maybe even more importantly, the time it takes. We're talking just a couple of days for a solid surface install versus more than a week for custom tile work. Think about that for a second. 2 to 3 days. The ability to completely transform your bathroom into a safer, more accessible, and more beautiful space in just a few days is, well, it's a huge deal. It's a major reason why solid surface options have become so popular. This brings us to a really fascinating insight from the source material. We're seeing a huge trend of homeowners choosing to make this upgrade proactively. They're doing it long before it becomes some kind of urgent medical need. And you have to ask why. Well, the whole mindset is changing. This isn't about reacting to an emergency anymore. It's about smart planning. It's about caring for aging parents or being prepared for surgery recovery. It's about future-proofing your own home for yourself down the line. Heck, it's even about increasing your home's value and just enjoying a safer, more open bathroom every single day. It's about making a choice on your own terms. So, let's tie all this together. What's the one big idea you should walk away with? If you remember one thing, let it be this. That's the bottom line. It is no longer a compromise. With modern materials, smart design, and all the cool products out there now, safety and style absolutely go hand in hand. You can have a bathroom that is 100% accessible and 100% stunning. And that leaves us with a pretty powerful question to think about. When you consider the long term, how ready is your home for what you might need in 10, 20, or even 30 years? Thinking about it now isn't about planning for the worst case. It's about investing in your own future, in your own comfort and safety. It's about making sure your home keeps working for you for decades to come.